I have recently announced proposals to strengthen the three strikes law that this government is reinstating. I've heard from many New Zealanders who want the government to do more to hold the worst violent and sexual offenders accountable. I'm proposing that criminals who previously received strikes under the old three strikes law will have those strikes recognised under the new three strikes law if they meet the same eligibility criteria. I am also proposing adjustments to the qualifying sentence threshold to ensure serious offenders are captured earlier in their offending. My proposal to carry forward eligible strikes accumulated under the previous three strikes law into the new regime makes it clear that offenders will face consequences for their past actions and they will not be able to continue harming communities under this government. This proposal will mean that if criminals who offend under the last three strikes law continue to offend, they will gradually receive longer prison sentences and be locked away from law-abiding New Zealanders for longer too.
Supplementary. Why has she proposed changes to the qualifying sentence threshold for offenders receiving their first strike?
I am proposing to lower the qualifying sentence threshold to 12 months for first strike offences. This will mean that more offenders will receive a first strike warning earlier. It will send a clear message to those criminals that further offending will result in longer prison sentences.
The Honourable Duncan Webb.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Why did she decide to subvert parliamentary process and announce these changes before the Select Committee has reported back on the basis of private emails to her office, rather than taking into account the overwhelming majority of public submissions to the Select Committee which opposed the failed three strikes regime?
Mr. Speaker, I don't want to preempt the Select Committee's report, but publicly available submissions show an overwhelming majority of support for what the government is trying to achieve here. I've heard loud and clear the call to go even further to restore law and order, and that's what these proposals to strengthen the three strikes regime will do.